Good afternoon, grade 8s. Welcome to the live memo recording of class test 3B. On the left here, we've got the question paper for the class test, and we will start with 1.1.1, and we need to simplify the following. So we have here a to the power 4 times a to the power 2, and then times a to the power 1. Okay, remember we do not write the 1, and this is all over a to the power 3 times a to the power 2. So it's a fraction. In order to simplify this fraction, we first need to look at simplifying the numerator if possible, and also the denominator if possible. So in this case, it is possible to simplify the numerator from what it is now. So I have a power a, or powers of a, being multiplied together. So we keep the base, which is the same a, and we will add up all those exponents. Remember, there's a 1 here, so if we add up, we will add 4 plus 2 plus 1, which gives us 7, and in the denominator we have 3 plus 2, which gives us 5. Okay, so now we have simplified to a to the power 7 over a to the power 5, and then we still need to divide this because it can be simplified further. A to the power 7 divided by a to the power 5, so we've got a base, or a power rather, divided by another power. They have the same base, so we can keep the base and we can subtract those exponents now, not add them, and our final answer will be a to the power 2. 1.1.2, m to the power 5, m to the power 4 in brackets, and all of this is raised to the power of 3. So we have a product in the brackets because m to the power 5, m to the power 4 is of course a product, because between we have a multiplication sign or multiplication that's happening between these two, what we call factors. So m to the power 5 and m to the power 4 are being multiplied. They are factors of this product, and this product is being raised to a power of 3. Now for this particular example, we can actually do it in one of two ways, so we'll look at both. The first way of looking at this is to say, well, since I have in my brackets, I've got two powers being multiplied and they have the same base, so it's kind of like this product they gave us here it's not simplified. It could have been simplified before we actually started, and what I mean by that is m to the power 5 times m to the power 4. It's powers with the same base, so I can keep my base of m and add my exponents of 5 and 4, so 5 plus 4, and that is all raised to the power 3. Simplified, this will just be m to the power of 9 raised to the power of 3, and here I have a case of a power raised to another power, or power raised to a power, and in that case we can simply multiply the exponents, and that will then result in m to the power 9 times 3, which is m to the power, which is m to the power 27. Or we could look at it a different way. Let's take that same product in the bracket, so m to the power 5, m to the power 4 raised to the power of 3. We have a product in the brackets, right? Because we said that m to the power 5 is being multiplied with m to the power 4. We don't write the multiplication sign because it's not necessary. So we know that this is a product. And we also know that when we have some kind of product, a times b raised to some kind of power, let's say m, the law says that we can raise each factor of that product to that same power. So that's the law we're going to apply here. And our factors, of course, is m to the power 5. So according to the law we just discussed, we can raise that to a power of 3. And m to the power of 4 can also be raised to the power of 3. And if I simplify this, I now have here a power raised to another power, and a power raised to another power, and we know that we can then simply multiply the exponents. If we do that, we will have m to the power 5 times 3, m to the power 4 times 3, and that simplifies to m to the power 15, m to the power 12. Now at this point, we of course still have a product of two powers with the same base, so I can keep my base and I can add my exponents of 15 plus 12, which is 27. Looking at these two approaches, I think we can all agree that this one is the easier one. It's straightforward, it's quick, and leaves less room for mistakes, whereas this one here is still correct but a bit longer, slightly more complicated, requires a bit more calculations, and leaves a lot more room for mistakes. So I would take that one instead of this one.